Testimony Tuesday. I had to wear my blessed shirt for this one. Whoo, nothing like a near-death experience to put things into perspective. Story time. So I drop off my little one at VPK one fine morning, and on my way back, I have to take this 2-lane road. 2 lanes, one going, one coming. And the road is windy with curves, right? So I'm coming up upon the curb, and can I just share real quick with you guys that if you're gonna pass someone on a 2-lane road, it's probably not the wisest decision to pass someone at the curb, because you can't really see people coming in the opposite direction around the bend. I digress. Okay, so I'm coming up the curb. Sure enough, on the opposite direction, someone wanted to pass the car in front of them. Who knows? Maybe they had explosive diarrhea, or the person in front of them just wasn't driving with a purpose. Anyways, so they're coming around the bend and I'm coming up the bend. Yeah. That happened. What happened next was a line, a space and time between point A, where the collision should have happened, and point B, me driving up into the driveway of my house 2 minutes later. In that space and time, in that line, I have no memory of what happened. I remember seeing the car coming up the curb, attempting to pass the car in front of them, and there was no time to react. There was no time to think. There was no time to press the horn. There was no time. I remember gasping, like, and I remember hearing horns that was not my horn, because I had no time to press the horn. It wasn't the horn of the car in front of me. I remember the horns were next to me, but it was just a 2-lane road, so I don't know if there was cars behind me. I don't know. I remember turning the wheel, trying to avoid the collision, and then I remember pulling up to my driveway. I don't know how I got there. I don't remember. I blacked out. All I know is that Jesus literally took over the wheel. Guys, I honestly don't have words to describe this experience. All I know is that I am so thankful for those that are in our lives that cover us in prayer. Because in my spirit, I have no doubt that was the hedge of protection at work. And I'm just so thankful, right? Listen, God has saved my life so many times now that there's no longer a list. Let's just throw this in the bucket. This one, it's another one for the bucket. And there's going to be people out there that will listen to a testimony like this and be like, wow, that was pure luck. That wasn't God. Or, you guys always want to claim God for things like this. What about all the other people that actually get in car accidents? Look, I'll tell you this much. It's not my job to convince anybody that there is a God. It's not my job to convert anyone. My job is simply to testify of the goodness of God in my personal life. Your questions are valid. Your whys are valid. And the best thing you can do for yourself is seek. Seek and you will find. Look for answers. Don't just stay on the why, right? And then make an assumption about the reality of God while you're just standing in ignorance, not knowing out of your own experience, out of your own research, whether or not you can really discredit God. I get it. I used to be there. I went through so many terrible things and growing up that I was like, where is God? If God is real, where is he? Right? But then I made the choice to look. I made the choice to seek. And I found him. And all I can say is based on my own personal relationship with him that he is real. He is real. And prayer is powerful. And we are made in his image and likeness. We walk in that power. But we will never tap into it until we seek him, find him, establish a relationship with him, and then nobody can tell you anything different. I pray that this testimony blesses you. I pray that this encourages you to seek the truth. Go seek the truth for yourself. That way you can stand boldly and say one way or another. Yeah, that happened.